Sometimes, though, life feels like a scoreboard. Wins, losses, promotions, followers. But what if the real game was never meant to be won, only continued? In this episode, we dive into what Simon Sinek and Brené Brown call the infinite mindset. It's a powerful idea that ties together purpose, leadership, and vulnerability. And by the end, we'll explore one way to live it, not just understand it. Welcome to the Growth Channel HQ, where we take the world's best podcasts and break them down into bite-sized lessons you can actually use in real life. Simon starts by saying something that hit me hard. When we play to win in a game that has no finish line, we destroy trust, we destroy cooperation, we destroy innovation. And that's true in business, in relationships, even with ourselves. A finite mindset says, I'll be happy when I get the job, when I hit that number, when I'm finally enough. But an infinite mindset asks something different. How do I stay in the game? How do I keep growing? How do I make sure others can keep playing too? It's not about beating others. It's about building something that lasts, even when we're no longer in the room. Brené adds another layer to that idea. She says real leadership isn't about power over people, it's about power with people. That means leading with honesty, owning your flaws, and yes, being vulnerable. But as she points out, vulnerability isn't oversharing. It's not walking into a meeting saying, I'm lost and we're failing. It's saying, I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to learn and I trust this team to figure it out together. That's the kind of honesty that builds confidence, not fear. Simon agrees. He says we'd rather trust a leader who admits a mistake than one who pretends to have it all figured out, because truth builds confidence and confidence builds connection. Listening to them, I realized, most of us start with good intentions. We want to grow. We want to make an impact. But somewhere along the way, we switch from learning to competing. We measure ourselves by others' timelines instead of our own direction. And it's not just at work. We do it in relationships too. We count who texts first, who gives more, who's right. But infinite players, they focus on staying connected while keeping score. Brené says the real measure of connection is not how many people you know, it's how deeply you show up. It's the courage to have the hard conversations, to say, I care about this, even when it feels uncomfortable. Now, here's where it gets practical. You don't need to change your whole life to live infinitely. You just need to change the lens. When a project fails, instead of calling it a loss, ask, what did this teach me? When someone challenges you, instead of seeing them as a threat, say, maybe there's something here I haven't seen yet. When life slows down, don't panic. You're not behind. You're just still in the game. That's what Simon calls the mindset of ahead days and behind days. Not good or bad, just moments in the bigger picture. For me, this really changed how I see purpose. I used to think purpose was a destination, something I had to find. Now, I see it as something I build through how I show up every day, in every small moment. It's the same with leadership. It's not about control, it's about service. And with vulnerability, it's not about exposure, it's about courage. Here's my question for you. Where in your life are you still playing to win instead of playing to continue? And what would shift if you focused less on the finish line and more on keeping the game alive? Watch the full Simon Sinek and Brené Brown conversation in the link below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Growth Channel HQ, where we break down the world's best podcasts into bite-sized growth lessons you can apply in your day-to-day life. In our next episode, we dive into a conversation between Lewis Howes and Kobe Bryant, an inside look at what drives true greatness from the late legend himself. It's raw, it's real, and it's packed with wisdom on discipline, focus, and purpose. That one's coming next. Remember, you don't need a perfect plan, just a better next step. See you in the next episode.